Good morning, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Sabetta again for our library class. And since today is Monday, November 2nd, it is also the Day of the Dead. It's a Mexican, Spanish, Latino holiday. If you watch the movie Coco, that's what it's all about. So I want to read you the story called The Story Behind Day of the Dead. It's written by Melissa Ray Schaffner. A happy holiday. Day of the Dead sounds scary, but don't be afraid. This holiday is a happy time during which people honor their loved ones who have passed away. Families gather to celebrate with tasty foods, big parties, and even fun parades. And you've seen those faces before. People are decorated. They even go like that to Halloween. Honoring the dead. Long ago, many early peoples in South America and what we now call Mexico believed it was disrespectful to be sad about people who died. Many groups honored their ancestors by celebrating them in different ways. The ancient Aztecs, for example, held parties and festivals during the month of August. Many years later, in the 1500s, the Spanish took over Mexican land. They made many Mexican people switch to Catholicism, which was the religion practiced by the Spanish. Catholics, who we are, celebrate All Saints' Day on November 1st, and that was yesterday. And that's we honor all the saints who are up in heaven. And All Souls' Day on November 2nd to honor their dead loved ones, and that's today. And we do take time to remember everyone who has passed away. Two days of celebration. Day of the Dead, or Dia de los Muertos, as it's called in Spanish, became a mix of the Catholic holidays and the traditional Mexican celebrations. To make sure the dead aren't disrespected, their families honor them over 2 days each year, on November 1st and November 2nd. On November 1st, people celebrate the lives of children who have died. They leave white flowers on the children's graves. Adults who have died are honored on November 2nd. On this day, people leave orange flowers called marigolds on graves. And if you remember in the movie Coco, you see that blanket of that kind of leads them from that bridge into the land of the living. Leaving offerings. In places that celebrate Dia de los Muertos, people believe that their dead loved ones come back to the land of the living to celebrate with their families. People set up tables called ofrendas with candles, flowers, and offerings for the dead. And remember the one in Coco whose picture fell off the ofrenda? She couldn't get to the land of the living. Food and drinks. To help the dead people on their trip to the world of the living, people prepare and leave out traditional Mexican food and drinks. Sometimes these offerings are what the ancestor loved to eat and drink most when they were alive. Pan de Muerto, or bread of the dead, is a type of sweet bread made for Day of the Dead. People also make pure sugar candies in the shape of skulls to honor the dead. Sugar skulls were first made in Mexico around the 1700s. And there's the sugar skulls. And there's the special bread they make. Life of the party. Day of the Dead celebrations may also include a big party in the cemetery. And that's why I tried to set up my video with the R.I.P. tombstone in the back of me. And if you could see our little kitty cat too. People often decorate their loved ones' graves. One decoration you might see at a Day of the Dead celebration is papel picado, which is colorful paper with pictures cut into it. As you can see, there they are. And again, referring to that movie Coco, you'll see them hanging, especially when they're at their home, in honor of their dead. Celebrating today. Day of the Dead is a fun and happy celebration meant to honor dead ancestors, but it's also about reminding people that death is a part of life. It's celebrated mostly in Mexico, but people in other countries celebrate it too. And even in the United States, like I said, you can see people dressed in those costumes for Halloween, and you could start seeing a little bit more, people talk a little bit more about it. So happy De los Muertos Day. And if you get the chance, especially if you have Disney Plus, you can stream the movie Coco, and you have a little bit background of it, and maybe you can understand the movie a little bit better and everything that's going on in it. Okay, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.